4 infantry and 3 cavalry he's got in there. What have I got in here? I've got 3 cavalry, 1, 2, 3, 4, but I haven't got the artillery, so yeah, he probably has the advantage over me. I was just thinking about sieging, and then I could attack him as he comes out, couldn't I? But no, we'll leave it. You might well notice, of course, that he hasn't... just do a little bit more damage to that, I think, before I go. Come on. Okay, you might notice he didn't actually repair any of his buildings from last time. See, this one is totally had it. Obviously he wanted to repair his port, but presumably that's why he put his general in there. Or sacrificed his general, I might add. Okay, I don't know why I did that. I'm just looking at this. There we go. So he's just completely destroyed that. So he's not been able to pay any attention to his buildings at all. So he's struggling for finances. He's not raised any extra troops either. He's not replenished the troops that he's got. You can see that they're ragged. So let's have a look in here. What's he got? He's got 13 in there. Be interesting to see what he does next time. You know, to see if he's got any more than that. I suspect he is falling apart. I think you'll find if you click on here, he's only got 5. Well, he's only got 574 anyway. We saw that before, but there's no way he can sustain an army of that size. So he is going to start struggling. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Okay, so we've cleared up the Marathas in the best way that we can. We've cleared up the Savoys who came down here to cause a bit of hassle. The Württembergers seem to be sort of messing around up there. We're not too worried about those. Right, okay. Spain has declared war on us, I seem to remember. Seems to be an age ago since they declared war on me, but let's have a look. Yep, Spain have declared war on me. So there's a couple of things that I need to do because he's declared war on me. I've been expecting this for a long time. I was really surprised, in fact, that he even allowed me to have peace with him in the first place. But anyway, here we go. This is my army. I'm going to move down to I'll just move down to here for now, because I don't know if I'm going to attack a force like that and then go for these afterwards or not. I don't know. I left a spy down here so I could keep an eye on what he was doing. What's he got in here? He did have 7 units in total anyway. 3. 6. There's another unit hiding somewhere and I don't know where it is, but anyhow, it'll be off here somewhere, out of the way I presume. But what I'm going to do is damage one of his buildings, sabotage one of his buildings. Oh, it's only 22%, that's not good, is it? Successful mission, very good. See, what that does now is it means that he's unable to recruit this turn, because it's that unit there, you see. It allows him to recruit 1 unit in any turn, and it also allows him to recruit any one of these units. So he can only have 1 unit, but he could have recruited an extra unit, and I don't have a lot of troops there. I've just got these, as you can see. So I mean, a decent amount, but he's got 7 as well. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I've got 7. He's got 7. He's got another one around somewhere. I know they've been damaged and mine are fully replenished, but he could have got another unit. So we're going to make sure that he doesn't get that. So anyway, that's done. So the next thing I want to do is, I don't know if you remember, but there were some ports that we messed around with. Oh, actually, before I do that, I want to make sure that these troops in here are back up to speed as well. There's one of them, a 10 here, that's so poor. If I replenish that, it's going to lose 1 anyway. So I'm going to add that one to that one. Yeah, see what that'll do? 10 to the 24, which means they'll retain their chevron. Yeah. So that means I get 34. Yeah, wherever it's gone. 34, there it is. If I now replenish that unit, okay, I've lost the dragoon unit, but there are only 10 of them. It'll come back with 1 chevron. You know, if I'd have done it with the 10 unit, it wouldn't have done that. I know I've said that before, but I'll just explain it again. You have to have more than half in the unit to retain the chevron that you've got. Now this unit's got more than half. They've all got, I think, more than half. If you remember, the ones I sent out to fight were all above half. So we should be alright with every one of these troops. The sepoys, I only really use those as like a reserve, so I'm not going to replenish those at all. Let's see how much that costs us. 3,330 odd. That's a lot, isn't it? But we're going to do it anyway, because I do need them to get up to speed. Now these didn't take much of a battering at all, if you remember, because they had the chevaux de frise and they had the walls to protect them. These didn't. So we did recruit more troops in this area as well, of course. We're going to use those to come up here. Notice the number of armies he's got around here now seems to be reducing. He's got an army up here. Only got 11 in that one. Yeah. He's got an army back here, that could look dangerous. Not a great deal of men. Well, he's got 13 in it. But if you click on here, you'll see that he's on naught. Yeah. To avoid a rebellion. He needs, and his men, his 11 units is there, are giving him 10 for repression. If he were to take any one of those units out of there, he'd go into a minus. If he took all of them out, of course, then he would go into a big minus. So he really is definitely struggling, there's no doubt about it. Now if you remember, some of these kicked me out, so I need to make sure that we are blockading. He's already blockading, so I don't need to worry about that one. I don't know if the fishery, did that one kick me out? I can't remember. Nope, that one didn't kick me out. I'm sure there was a couple of these that kicked me out. If they did, I need to make sure that I'm back in there. That one did. Okay. I need to get back in there and blockade, you see. Just hoping I don't notice that, isn't he? Cheeky monkey. Right, that's blockaded. You can see that there anyway, can't you? Just couldn't really quite make it out on the others. Right, now, I've got... I'm at war now with Spain. That's a problem for me. Because we know they've got a very strong presence in the Dutch East Indies. And we also know that trade, let's have a look, trade, the best thing to trade at the moment is actually ivory. I might be better off on the Ivory Coast. Let's have a look, see what we've got. This is that's the Straits of Madagascar. Well, that's the Ivory Coast, isn't it? Now on the Ivory Coast, I don't know who's here, but here's a little technique for anybody that's interested. I might have mentioned it before, I'm not too sure. But if you want to know who's trading in this area already, yeah, you can check these. Right, we know for a start that the Ottomans are in there. We know that Sweden is in there, we're at peace with them. We know that the Italian states are in there, we're at peace with them. We know that the Ottomans are there. Right, so we know 1, 2, 3, 4. We can see these because this trade route is feeding us as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 trade routes there, and there's only 4 that are trading from at the moment. Yeah. So there's a spare trade route somewhere. Now I suspect that one goes back to there, it must do. Yeah. So I think that that one there is free. So, or it could be that one there, but I think it's most likely to be that one there because it's between these two. Yeah. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my trade fleet, and it's going to cost me a fortune, I'm afraid, because I'm making a lot of money from trade. My trade, 3,581, pretty good there. I suspect that that Spanish fleet is going to attack me in the, where was it? It was in the Dutch East Indies. Now I know this is going to sound very silly, because I've got a trade coming from here, 1,872, which is going to reduce my trade down from 3,584. But I just know he's going to attack me. It's a massive fleet that he's got there. He's going to be at war with me. I can't defend with this. I've tried to build this fleet up, but it's not going to be big enough to take on a fleet full of galleons. So I'm going to lose this anyway from here. So what I'm going to do is move them from there over to the Ivory Coast, and we're here at the moment. I'm not sure which is the best way to go. We go that way, we go through here, and then to there. Straits of Brazil we should be okay, shouldn't we? Or we go through here, which are the Straits of Madagascar. Now the Spanish are strong here as well, aren't they? So I think we're probably better off going along the Straits of Madagascar. I could have a look, but if I go round there, am I still going to be able to get out? That's the big question, isn't it? Because we're only just reaching there anyway, aren't we? There's a chance we might not make it, you know. So if I go through this way, it's likely that he's going to have an area of control that I'm going to have to pass through. See how wide my area of control is there, across there? He's going to have one like that going across there. Now I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get through there. Okay, decision made, we're going to have to go the other way. So we're going to go this way. And that one is the Ivory Coast, isn't it? Yep. Okay, I'm going to send all of those through there. And we're going to abandon that place. Devastating, isn't it? I know. Look how massively we've gone down.